Welcome to the channel and welcome to another 40k Faceoff. In this Faceoff we see 30 Tyrannid Hormagaunts against one lonely Blood Angel Space Marines Redemptor Dreadnought. No Ed's models in this. This is all me painting against me painting. So yeah, this is kind of a continuation of the Terminator versus Hormagaunts one that we did before. That was quite a good one to watch. Yeah, this is just an absolute Zerg horde going towards the Redemptor. Who's going to win? I don't know who's going to win actually. I'm quite open-minded about which way this one could go. I feel like if the Hormagaunts get in and get all their attacks in, they could take this down pretty easily, to be honest. They get a huge number of attacks. However, the Redemptor gets a huge number of shots, shooting, it's got a flamer, it's tough in combat, and it also gets to shoot now while in close combat with 9th edition. So it could just mow these down in like 2 turns, you never know. Hormagaunts are officially the wobbliest models I think that Games Workshop has ever made. So if you see any of them with their faces in the dirt and things like that, they've even got stones on the back to try and make them Oh, he's staying. What about this guy? No. Nah, he's not having it. So yeah, just because I don't want to lose the will to live, there's 30 of them. Sometimes you're going to see Hormagaunts on their faces, and that's okay, because they can still run with their little fast jaws. So let's go through what each unit is bringing to the face-off. First off, we have our Redemptor Dreadnought. He's a Blood Angel. That means that he gets extra attacks and things. He gets to attack a bit faster on the charge. He's toughness 7, he's got 13 wounds, which is quite a lot. He only gets 4 attacks. He's got a Fragstorm grenade launcher, which basically frags things in 18. Heavy flamer, does heavy D6 shots within 8, very short range that. And he's the main weapon, really, the star of the show, is a heavy 12, 30-inch heavy onslaught Gatling cannon. That's that Burt machine there. So yeah, that's going to do some stuff. Redemptor Fist is basically a high strength, high AP damage dealer, which to be honest isn't the best thing to have in your strap to your elbow, I suppose, if you're fighting against 30 Hormagaunts. Doesn't move very quickly, max 8 inches at full wounds. So yeah, that's that. I should also mention that it explodes if it dies, so it could take some out. So Hormagaunts, 30 thereof. So both sides here are 9 power level and exactly 180 points. So on the books it should be as fair as possible. I'm going to pretend they've got a synapse creature underground, just so that they don't all just run off straight away, because that is a possibility. They've got a big move of 8 inches. They have a bounding leap, so whenever it piles in and consolidates, it can move 6 inches. Hungering Swarm, if the unit contains 20 or more models, it can reroll wound rolls of 1 when it fights. That could be huge against an opponent like this. Just rerolling wound rolls against a big tough opponent, that's gonna stack quite nicely, I think. What else? Yeah, they're really weak. They get 2 attacks each. They have a 6-up save, so not a very good save. 1 wound each. Toughness 3. Yeah, they're basically just cannon fodder that get 2 attacks. So let's see what happens, and I'm gonna roll off to see who goes first. Also gonna mention that just in time, I was actually waiting for this to happen before I did my 30 Hormagaunts 40k face-off. I ordered some new dice. How many dice are there, do you think? Yeah, leave a comment and I'll give you a shout out, whoever gets the closest. I did actually expect my new dice to be bigger than they are. There's some tiny little dice, look at them. Classic eBay move. So here we are, Redemptor Dread against 30 of these nibbly little suckers. Who's going to go first? Let's roll off. We've got red for the Blood Angels, purple for the Tyrannids. Who goes first? And, ooh, bit of tension there, guys. Bit of sizzle. And it's the Blood Angels. I've just measured distance for the Redemptor, and he can stay there, and he's actually within 30 inches. His heavy onslaught Gatling cannon there has a 30-inch range, and so yeah, he's just going to stand there and Burt at these aliens. I think turn 1 the Nids are basically going to get to here or something, so he's probably going to get 2 turns of shooting at these guys. So he's probably going to make a dent in them, maybe even get them below 20, so they don't get to re-roll the wounds. So here we go, 12 shots, heavy onslaught Gatling cannon. I'm probably going to abbreviate that at some stage. Let's see how he does, hitting on 3s. Our red dice, got some orange ones, because you highlight Blood Angels with orange. Does count. Cool, so hitting on 3s. Ooh. 8 of those hits, now we're basically splattering on 2s. Ooh, there's a 1 there. And with that, 7 of these little suckers are out of there. I'm going to remove the ones that just don't want to stand up. And with that, yeah, that force is depleted somewhat. There's a 7. I'm not going to do leadership checks for them. They're fine. There's a Hive Tyrant underground. And with that, that's the only weapon in range. So now we are on to the Tyranids, turn 1. Let's put our dice down. Classic. Oh, where's 1? There it is. Cool. So let's see how far they get to advance. Purple dice, looking at 8 inches plus 1. Disappointing. And through the magic of video editing, here we go. In move. These guys can't shoot or psycho or anything, so yeah, they've just closed the distance a bit. Let's go to the Space Marine, turn 2. So he's actually going to walk forward a bit just to try and get some of his weapons in range. He's got an 8-inch move now. He's sitting pretty, a lot of health. There we go, 8 inches up. There we go, he's moved. So that's a pretty good close the distance. I'm going to do my 12 shots now with a heavy onslaught, see what that can do. He moved and it's heavy weapons, so he's going to be 4s. Lots of them. These are all dead Tyranids on 2s. Are they even going to get into combat? All of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's 7 of them gone. Let's see if any other weapons are in range. Heavy Flamer has an 8-inch range. That's definitely not in range, but the Frag Storm has a 18-inch range. So let's see what happens with that. Storm is Blast D6, but because there are so many Hormagaunts, it just does 6 straight hits. So what do we want here? We want 6 of these. It's not a heavy weapon, so it is hitting on 3s. All but, oh, okay, so only 2 of them. And it is strength 4 against toughness 3, so has it got an AP? Hasn't got an AP, so this is wounding on 3s. Both of them. Tyranids get their 6s to save. Let's see if they can save. Come on, guys, all you've been doing is getting shot. Ooh, nearly 2. And you can see the 6 there, it's just on the wrong side. So yeah, 1 dead. And that's all the shooting that the Redemptor can do, actually, so now we're going to go on to turn 2 for the Tyranids. So they're going to get to move up 8 inches, so the back guy will be about there. It'll be about there. Cool. There they are, they've moved up. So now I think we will have some charging happening. What do they need to get in? So they probably need a 5 to get in. So they can't shoot, so we're going to go and try to roll a 5 or more to get into combat. If this doesn't happen, then they're probably just dead, to be honest. So they need 5. They've got 10. Happy days. So yeah, let's get them into combat. So with their 6-inch pile-in, that's kind of how we're looking now. We've got a lot of those little nibbly buggers around the feet of this Redemptor Dreadnought. So let's find out how many there are and how many attacks they're going to get. So there are 15 left. They each get 2 attacks, so I need 30 dice. So this is what 30 dice looks like, and we're going to be hitting on 4s. Can I get them all in my hand? I'm going to do it. I'm going to make sure I get them all in my hand. Here we go. 30 dice hitting on 4s. Let's go. Oh, because these are scything, we get to reroll 1s. There's only 2 of them, so let's reroll these 4s. 2 hits, wow. So, strength 3 against toughness 6. These that need a wound on 6s. There's a lot of them here, but you know what? I think I've rolled more 6s on less dice before. So here we go. Lots of 6s needed. Whoops, 1 went off the board. Let's re-roll that. Okay. I only see 2 there. Oh, that's 3. Cool. So the Redemptor Dread now gets to make its normal 3-up save. So here we go. Try not to lose any wounds, Dread. 3-ups. All passed, exactly 3s. So from 30 attacks, basically no wounds inflicted on the Dread there. So it's going to fight back with that big old fist. 4 attacks then, hitting on 3s. All hitting, absolutely splattering aliens on 2s. Lots of splattered aliens. So with that, 4 dead Hormagaunts, and so they are down to, what, 11 of them left. So that was the turn for the, what's it called, the Tyranids. So now we're going to move on to the Space Marine, turn 3. And because it's a vehicle, it gets to shoot its stuff into the things around it with a -1 modifier, I believe. So because it's got 11 units there, 11 models left in the unit, the Frag Storm Launcher, which I'm going to go with first, does a straight 6 hits. So here we go. Let's roll to hit. That's how many it's going to do. We're going to be hitting it on 4s because of the -1. Okay, lots of them. And we are going to be wounding on 3s. Lots of them. And now the Hormagaunts get their 6-up saves. There were plenty of 6s there. Let's see if we get any more. 1 saved, 3 dead. Really, truly dwindling Hormagaunt force here. So let's move on to the Flamer, which is definitely in range now. It does D6, heavy D6. So 6 shots, okay. And we're going to be hitting on... Oh no, it automatically hits its target. Wow. It's strength 5 against toughness 3. So wounding on 3s. Let's have a good look. All but 2. And that has a -1 AP, so 4 dead Hormagaunts. Wow. Wow. I feel like I should have rebalanced this face-off a bit more. Maybe a bit less shooting. Or to be honest, maybe just because vehicles get to shoot now in close combat, which I kind of agree with. Things have just changed. Hasn't even shot with its heavy Gatling cannon yet, which is what's going to happen now. So we're looking at heavy 12 shots hitting on 4. Here we go. Pick them up. Hit on 4s. Okay. Not enough shots hit there to actually splatter them, so these are going to be splattering nids on 2s. Ooh, so 2 of them dead, 2 of them survive. Splat, splat. Let's see if he finishes it off with fists. So, how many attacks? 4 attacks, hitting on 3s under the close combat now. Oh, hang on a sec. No, we start with a player whose turn it isn't. So the Hormagaunts get to hit first. So they have 2 attacks each. They're going to be hitting on 4s. Pretty good. They're going to be wounding on 6s. One of them, a 3-up save now for the Redemptor. If it fails, it loses a wound. And it's lost a wound finally. Woohoo! Go Nids. Now we have the Redemptor with its fist. Let's see what happens here. So he's hitting on 3s. Ooh, interesting. There's actually 2 left and only 1 hit. Yeah, splattering a Nid on a... What is it? It's a dead Nid, basically. Let's be honest. Let's have this lowly little sausage left. So that is that. Basically, for the Space Marine's turn, the Nids hit and then the Space Marine hit. So now we're going to go on to the Nids turn 3, and the Space Marine gets to hit first. So, hitting on 3s. Oops, a daisy. Okay, splattering on 2s. I mean, yeah, it's a dead Hormagaunt. Wow. So, I mean, 1 wound. Oh, fatality. So yeah, that was pretty special, wasn't it? The Redemptor is absolutely cleaned up there. Take a bow, young sir. Let's have a little post-mortem shot. I'm not even going to pick them up. That's not even all of them. But, I mean, maybe I should have taken measures to make sure that they got into combat quicker or something. But he absolutely cleaned up. 9th edition vehicles can shoot in combat now. That's what he did, and to be honest, that was where he was most effective. Redemptor Dreadnought just absolutely cleaning up there against the Tyranids. That was kind of quick again, but you know, that's not what these units are for. You don't charge a gun tower with hit flamers and Gatling guns and things. It was kind of a big ask for the Tyranids always, but I kind of thought they'd get into... I thought less of them would die, but there you go. Cool, that's been another 40k face-off here on Peacetime Painting. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and have a good day, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are.